the public reaction to large language models has evolved since we last talked, right? We had this whole sort of bullshitty kerfuffle where the Future of Life Institute and a bunch of other folks from industry and academia signed a petition suggesting something like pausing development on larger and larger language models for 6 months, which to me, this was an exercise in sort of virtue signaling as a PR stunt or something. Because, I mean, everyone knows these big tech companies in the US are not going to pause tech development while China and Russia keep doing tech development, right? And on the other hand, the way that the pause was described lacked any technical nuance. So, I mean, it doesn't really mean anything. Pause developing models with more parameters. Okay, but what if instead of a model with 1 trillion parameters, you have a model with 100 million 10-dimensional parameters? What if you have 10 smaller models all talking to each other, right? I mean, it wasn't defined in a meaningful way. And it's very hard to pin down software in a meaningful way and regulate it for similar reasons to why it's hard to pin down software with patents compared to hardware engineering or biotech. There's always multiple ways to skin a cat in software. So I think that, I mean, the pause petition was sort of a PR stunt and a joke, but it also summarized some people's very genuine concerns. And if you look at what they were saying there, it wasn't so much about super AGI annihilating the world, although that's a major concern of many of the signatories. The petition was more about these things are going to spread information and they're going to disrupt the economy by taking people's jobs, right? And I mean, to me, if you're going to ban things because of disinformation, why haven't we banned the internet a long time ago? I mean, the substantial percentage of which is devoted precisely to disinformation designed to brainwash people in the interest of one or another elite party, right? And taking people's jobs. True. Again, why don't we ban the internet? Why don't we ban computers, right? Why don't we ban the fucking factory? I mean, the whole notion makes little sense. And it makes little sense that pausing for 6 months, well, like, what's it going to do? We're going to figure out how to get rid of misinformation online and how to reform the global economy in 6 months. I mean, I think the reality is society learns how to cope with these big changes by coping with them, right? We don't plan it out in advance. It's not possible to think through these things in advance because of the complexity of the systems involved. And even if you could think through these things in advance, you wouldn't get the policies put into place in advance because in a democracy and a capitalist system, we always deal with things reactively better than proactively. I mean, unlike mainland China, but that's not what we are here in the West, right? So I think, yeah, the reality is development of these things will not be paused. It's good that people are thinking through the broader implications, and society is going to have to cope with these implications as they unfold. Many elements of society would rather not have to cope with them, but I mean, that's the way things roll. Like, you don't get major, hugely beneficial new innovations in the real world without also having some transitional mayhem to cope with. And I mean, if you have something that uplifts everyone, it's going to alarm some people who previously had a higher status or amount of resources than someone else. I mean, there's going to be a bunch to cope with, right?
So Jim Rickards has just recorded a video that's not available to anyone in the public, and he's going to be talking about how this upcoming recession is going to be fast, it's going to be bloody, it's going to be nasty. But at the same time, he's going to show you how you can position yourself to profit from all of this chaos. Now, we've made this video only available to our viewers. Go to londonreal.tv/Jim. Watch that immediately. I can't say enough good things about Jim Rickards. He understands the global economic system better than any guest I've ever had on London Real. His predictions are almost uncannily true, and you can learn how to profit from his vision, from his expertise, and his understanding of economics. So go to londonreal.tv/Jim or click the link below. It's an excellent, excellent look on what's going to happen in the future and how you can position yourself to profit from that. Jim is one of the best in the business, one of my favorite guests on London Real, and he's very, very good at predicting the future and showing us all to profit from it. So click the link, and I hope you enjoy. Hey, do you want to profit from crypto? Then join my DeFi Academy. The Crypto DeFi Academy will help you create generational wealth. But don't take my word for it. Listen to my students.
When I first got into crypto, I remember thinking to myself, I need to learn more. Brian Rose, learning crypto, learning DeFi, gotta do it.
I am so grateful that I jumped in and did this. I had to break through some limiting beliefs that I can do this, that I can afford this, that I can be in this.
It challenges the things that are deeply rooted within us.
Joining DeFi Academy has been one of the best decisions I have made on my blockchain journey.
This course was a life changer, a game changer, a huge eye-opener, coming from knowing practically nothing at the speed of the learning over 4 weeks was just fantastic.
The information you provided in this class was invaluable.
I feel far more confident in my next steps.
You took complex concepts and made them easier to understand.
What's different than so many other ones is it just doesn't tell you what to do. It actually makes you do it.
This is for people who are serious about becoming traders. This is the way it should be done.
I realized from this learning experience again that it is not about what you learn, but about who you learn it from.
The energy was insane. I've never experienced such incredible energy on a live call. Brian Rose, you are a legend, my friend.
It's the only thing in the market where you can get all information and learn everything what you need to know.
Everything is so clear and so well done, and I'm just forever grateful for this program.
It made me feel so much more confident about crypto than I did before.
I did not anticipate how passionate I was going to become about it.
It's also been like a big learning experience for me, not just in the crypto space, but just in overall balance of life.
What I've learned is, how to take ownership, of my life in a way that I really hadn't before.
Yeah, you can't put a price on that, really.
I would recommend it to anybody, top notch.
Excellence does not come cheap. So if you want excellence, you gotta pay for it, but it's so worth it.
Pull the trigger. That's what this course is about.
You're not going to regret it, really. It's amazing.
Thank you, Brian and team.
So what are you waiting for? Crypto is happening now. Click the link below, submit your application, and let me mentor you on how to create generational wealth and build the decentralized financial infrastructure of the future.